All right, Sam, what are we doing?
Nothing.
What are we doing?
Nothing. We are making the bendy piece.
The bendy piece.
Bendy piece for the roof.
Bendy piece for the thingamajig.
Yeah. We are making the, what would be the real term for this? The template? Okay, we're making template. I just do things around here.
So what you're saying is, you're using this electric roller.
Yeah, we got our noties.
For the roof for this Phantom 5.
There we go. He uses big words, I don't.
So he's measuring everything out, setting the machine up. He's gonna try to get the correct arch for the roof.
Try this. There we go. Kick it up. Okay, there's some. I think I'll do it now. There we go.
Bring it back, and then I'll lift. While it's in there, I'll lift it up a notch.
Cameraman down. Let's get in there.
So basically, once he gets that test piece all figured out and exactly what angles he's going to go with and how much he's going to bend it, then we'll go ahead and we'll take the big sheet and then do the same thing. We just kind of want to use like a test piece first before we start getting crazy. Big one because it's going to be 4 feet. Well, no, it's going to be two sections. So yeah, that'll work.
I like the way that looks. That looks good. Yes. Yes. I do like that. It does pocket up a little bit, but that's because we cut the car in half and it drops down. You can kind of see it. So I'll just come flat and continue. Then come to this side. I gotta make this side up. So I am on this part. You can kind of see it. It's not flat. So we will take this. What do you think, Jordan? Here's a little tweakage. Kind of messed up on my bend.
Yeah, that. I mean,
but like
it
it's
would work.
Yeah. I mean, we can massage it and make it work.
I mean, this is going to get covered anyway by the rail.
Yeah.
So as long as I get in there and weld it, it should be fine.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Stamp of approval from Jordan. On today's episode, that's it. Peace.
Get in there. All right, starting on the AC hoses now. Going to be routing everything in place. This is the basic routing, how we're going to go. Number 6 line going in, just waiting on the dryer. And then from the dryer, it'll go into the unit up front. This is going to be getting a dual unit. So I went with a much bigger AC condenser, going with a spall fan up front. And basically we're going to go from number 6 in, like I said, to the filter, and then from there to the AC unit inside up front. We're going with just a basic universal under dash setup. Pretty much all that has to cool is just these two seats up front, and then this will have a divider, and then everything else in back will get the larger unit. So that one little unit is more than enough. I actually use that one unit for standard silver clouds. It's more than enough. So once we get that rear unit in the back, everything should be extra cold. So pretty much when you're doing a dual setup like this, you have to add a T. So you'll add the T after the dryer. You have one hose going to the back, and then you have the other hose coming from the back to the front where you tee it off to number 12. I'm using number 12 line instead of number 10, just a little bit bigger. Make sure it's efficient, and that's pretty much all it is. Same thing with the heater hoses. I'm gonna run the two hoses in, set them up on the temperature control valve, and then just tee them on back. It's just a forward and return. So that's basically how dual air works. Pretty much you set it up as a normal unit, and then just add a couple T's, run it to the unit in the back. Should be nice and clean when it's all in place, out of the way. So making progress, getting there. All right, so pretty much with any custom car you build or custom job, you're gonna have things that don't exactly line up, or things that need a little bit more modification than they should. So I'm gonna show you in a minute, but after the dryer, I told you I needed to add a T to go to the back for the dual AC system. So this T is designed where you just cut the hose and then you add it in there and clamp it down. That's all good and fine, but where I had to position the dryer, so I couldn't add this number 6 fitting and then put a hose and then run it to the firewall because it would have been way too close. And I could have moved the dryer around, I could have put on the firewall, I could have put it all these places, I could have moved it forward, but I didn't want to move it forward because it would have been too close to the exhaust, and it would have, you know, I just, the fitment it was at was a really good spot, and it was out of the way. So I took this T and I cut this end off, and I took standard number 6 fitting, cut that, and then I'm welding it together to make a direct fitting to T. So rather than having a fitting and then the T and then the firewall, it was just, I shortened everything up and ended up working out really well. So I was able to tie everything all together. It's all situated. Now here is the dryer location. Like I said, if I would have had it more forward, it would have been fine, but this just seemed like a really good happy medium place to run it. So this is the fitting that I made. I was able to go directly to the dryer, and I'm gonna end up bending it up maybe 45 degrees, I'm not sure. I'll just bend it up a little bit. So then it could go directly into the firewall, and then go directly down. So that ended up working out really well. Sometimes you gotta think outside the box. All right, so fast forward a little bit. Got the AC lines ran. This is just a basic layout of how I'm gonna do it. Ended up taking this hose rather than looping it all the way around. We didn't need to do all that. I just went from here to here. Everything's clean. I'm gonna have plenty of room for the hood. Got the cold air intake in. Got it running through the inner fender well here. Keep it from getting heat soaked. Got my T's in place. So when I lift up the car, I'm ready to do the rear AC. All I gotta do is just tap right into there. Everything's looking good. Everything clears, got plenty of room in between, that fan and that water pump. So ended up working out really well. Everything laid out real nice. plenty of room for everything, and then some. So there you have it. It's getting there.